Hi everyone, it's Darlene. Welcome back for another card video. Today I'm using the new Big Thanks die set by Simon Says Stamp. It has a shadow die as well as the regular word die. I'm also using the Kaleidoscope leaves background. I'll start by inking my background with some Versamark ink. I have a piece of Nina Solar white cardstock cut to 3 1/4 inches high by 5 1/2. I'm stamping this upside down just because I find that it gives me better coverage. All right, once I get that done, I'll sprinkle it with some white embossing powder and then heat it to set it. I'm using my Distress inks today, and this is one of my favorite color combinations. I'm using ripe persimmon, and I'm going to cover the corners. And I decided to go for a diagonal style here. So I'm going to do the corners in ripe persimmon, then I'm moving on to my picked raspberry. And so I'll move in closer to the center with this. You can see how pretty the background looks. And the next thing I do after this is to go back to the ripe persimmon and blend that together just to make sure that those two colors are covered. And when I do this, I normally use the lighter of the two colors to get these two mixed together. So you can see how I'm going over it, and it really does make a difference with blending these two colors. Next, I'm going to use seedless preserves and just fill up that middle. Now notice I don't really have any blocking issues with this applicator, and that's because my applicators have been used for many years and they're very well seasoned. So once you get a lot of ink on there, you get much fewer of those blocks. All right, again, going back in with the lighter color, in this case the picked raspberry, and blending that with the seedless preserves one more time. Here are the two parts to the die. I have the sentiment at the top and then the drop shadow here at the bottom. So I'm going to take the shadow die and place it in the center of my panel and run that through the Big Shot. So as I pull it out, you'll see you can't really tell that it's the word thanks. I'm going to adhere this to a piece of black cardstock cut to 3 3/8 inch high. And that's going to give me a 1/16 of an inch mat on the top and the bottom. So I'm just going to load this up with some Scotch foam tape. That way it pops up. And I'm going to put it right there on top of my black. And because I want the black to show through the thanks, I'm not using my little cheating method of just putting a little piece at the top and the bottom. I've cut the word thanks out of some white cardstock, and I'm going to drop this into the middle. So it's going to be part of the black cardstock. So it'll be inset with this pattern that's popped up. And I'm showing you this in real time because I want you to see how easy it is to place this in the hole. And I think it's because the sentiment die is pretty thick and it's solid. It's not really a delicate, thin-lined die, so it's really easy to place. Finally, I'll put some tape runner on the back of this panel and adhere it to a Nina Solar white folded card base. And that is the card for today. So it's pretty easy to do, and it's just so bright and pretty. And I love this new thanks die. So I hope you enjoyed that, and I will see you next time. Thanks for watching.